No, celebrities are not Barbie girls in a Barbie world. Instead, it's all about the gram, the Instagram that is, and how many followers, subscribers you can amass. The casting decisions handed out now to those who have the most clout, not based on talent or talent agencies, the yous and me's who will give the celebrities free marketing for studios 1, 2, 3. Hello, and welcome back. We are so happy to have each and every one of you. It is an honor, a pleasure, and indeed we have an attitude of gratitude when you decide to come our way. Of course, we're delivering 4 videos fresh to you each and every day, 365, and we do it for free as a bonus on Leap Year, 1 extra. Folks, we only ask that you give us 1 extra like. We'll dive in right now. It is a major change in Hollywood. The casting decisions coming down to a particular issue, and some of the actors out there need a tissue because they're none too happy about it. Take a look at this. It's out of Outkick, and well, we are kicking ourselves that we put these celebrities in such a very impoverished place. Folks, if you want to feel sorry for the stars, continue on. Here we go. Actress reveals Hollywood's dirty little secret killing the industry. This is by David Hooksteed. Hooksteed, he says. All right, here's what it says. Maya Hawke, who is great in Stranger Things, pulled back the curtain on how decisions are made in Hollywood, and it's not a great look. Maya is the daughter of legendary actor Ethan Hawke, and she's made a name for herself over the past several years with some major credits. Now, folks, we want to say that Ethan Hawke is not at all associated with that Hawk girl who got in trouble with the meme coin. That's different people. She's appeared in Stranger Things, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Fear Street. Not bad for someone who's only 26. And she's now exposing the idiotic cast standards in the industry. They have replaced the casting couch with something entirely different, and you're not going to believe it, folks. Maya Hawke says that Instagram is dictating casting standards. It's not just Instagram, it's more. We'll explain. Here's what she said. We're going to scroll on down to the paragraph here. She says, I don't care about Instagram. Instagram sucks, right? Well, just so you know, if you have over this many followers, you can get the movie funded. It's a really confusing line to walk. I'm talking about deleting my Instagram, and directors are like, just so you know, when I'm casting a movie with some producers, they hand me a sheet with the amount of collective followers I have to get from the cast. So if you delete your Instagram and lose those followers, understand these are the kind of people I need to cast around you. Basically, what Maya is saying is that it comes down, casting now in Hollywood comes down to how many followers do you have? How many subscribers do you have? And if you don't have enough subscribers, you don't get cast anymore. So these poor actors are not being cast based on whether or not they're great at acting. They're getting cast based on whether or not they've succeeded in social media. They're being Taylor Swifted in Hollywood. If you don't have the millions of people following you, and what kind of cheese it is you had for dessert, and the cute little fork that you cut it with, and the outfit that you're going to wear tomorrow, well, then you're going to have sorrow when it comes to getting a role in Hollywood. And she's exactly right. I know I've made fun of the plight of celebrities, but folks, she's right. She's right. Because if we're going to base casting decisions on who has the biggest, subscriber base, then you are going to lose the base of great actors who just don't care about this sort of thing. Panel, what say you about the idea that they've taken out the Harvey Weinstein model and replaced it with the Zuckerberg model?
What are we going to do when the day comes that a casting director and the producer end up falling for one of those like AI accounts that they have now for like influencers and such? Like, it's going to happen. It's ridiculous to take something as trivial and as fake as Instagram because it's all a bunch of bogus. There are filters across the planet just to make yourself look good for those 5 seconds when you're at a party, whether you were having fun or not, and the right angle, the right posture, it's all bogus. What happened to the good old days of a casting call, acting it out? I don't need to see your, what are we going to go by other merits? I don't need to see your family photos with your grandma to decide if you're a good actress or not. Well, Nolan, it's irrelevant.
Nolan, this is all about free marketing. The studio wants these cast choices to have lots of subs because then they push this movie out to all of their followers. And that's marketing that the movie studio doesn't have to pay for. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, they are incapable of marketing projects, and they think that these people's social media platforms are going to carry the day. I mean, if I were to talk about the story, I'd focus in on the fact that you can, as you've also adeptly pointed out, bot yourself into existence as far as social media goes. You can actually make people believe on Instagram that you're live streaming to hundreds of thousands of people. I've been enjoying a lot of videos about that recently, about guys that are pretending to be Chads and fooling people internationally and abroad that they're some kind of big deal. It doesn't take a lot to pretend to be big. It takes a little bit of money and stick-to-itiveness. And people have been faking their way up the social media clout calendar for as long as it's existed. So if you can go to a Jaguar dealership and lean against a Jaguar and get a couple of selfie images or maybe a little video, you're made in the shade. You now own a Jaguar. You don't, but it looks like you do. And that's how people are being built these days, is through subterfuge and lies. Same thing with all the marketing strategies that Disney uses. And if they're going to rely on these fake humans that nobody really cares about, including Amber Heard, who had more than 3/4 of her users be revealed to be fake, well, I don't think that's a good strategy. But hey, just my opinion.
Well, talking about strategy, let's look and see what's who's going to be the most valuable celebrities for the big roles coming up in movies. Take a look at this. Well, it turns out that if you want to cast the best person to advertise what you're doing, you're going to need some soccer stars. I'm sorry, football stars. And then you need Selena. You need The Rock, Kylie Jenner, Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, another Kardashian, Nike. Wasn't aware that Nike was a celebrity, but Nike is there. Justin Bieber Fever, Kendall Jenner, Taylor Swift, somehow Nat Geo? What in the... You know what? Jenny from the Block is still up there. Look at Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little in terms of subscribers. Now she's got a lot. Good job, Jenny. And you can see the list down there. You can see maybe this is why Zendaya gets cast in everything. She's number 23 on the list. You don't measure these people anymore by what they can do for your movie. You measure it and how they can market it to their followers. Vash, your thoughts, please.
Oh, yes. Well, Hollywood is so devoid of creativity that can actually bring people in that now you have studio executives and who are making pitches to investors in order to fund their films. Hey, look, listen, let's get a built-in audience for our films, right? And that's why they remake everything, or they bring stuff back from the 80s and remake it again. And that it's all about built-in audience. This is kind of a version of that on a kind of micro level with specific actors. It's like, hey, if we have people already following our cast, then we have a kind of a built-in audience that we can sell investors on and sell this film. Culture, you had something to say?
No, I do. And then it's kind of a question, like, does anybody here actually believe that the parasitic clout class, which is what a lot of these celebrities are this day, are actually going to exist very long? Because I feel like the gig is already up, right, Kevin? I mean, I'm not mistaken, am I?
No, the answer is simple: make adult pretenders talented again.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, I figured out why Snow White's going to fail. It has nothing to do with poor Zegler talking about stalkers or how the original was so bad. It has nothing to do with her offending Gal Gadot. Do you know what it does have to do with?
What?
Kevin, I've been all the way to the bottom of this list over here on Wikipedia. And Wikipedia, of course, just such a bastion of virtue and truth. But I've been to the bottom of this. You're not going to believe it, but poor Rachel Zegler is nowhere on this list. And now I'm wondering, how did she get cast? Like, look at this. Look, Billie Eilish should have been Snow White. Maybe not Ellen DeGeneres, but she helped with a whole universe of energy for Disney before, but she could have been the Wicked Witch. Billie Eilish should have been Snow White. I'm kidding, folks.
No, she's way too white. I would have put Oprah Winfrey up there.
Can you imagine Billie Eilish whisper singing "My wish"? My prince will come. Culture.
No. She's waiting on a wish. or something.
Waiting
Well,
on a wish.
Gosh, that
Kevin,
was
she's not on there. Zegler's not on there. Is that going to be how they lay blame on the failures of Snow White?
I'm
Well,
sure they'll probably turn on and say, you know what? We made this in 2023 following the algorithm. Drake should have been Snow White.
Hey, the times they are a-changing.
Who's
Let's get
that
Usher
guy?
in there, quick.
No, Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Everybody wants to
No.
sleep with Chris Brown. Your girl
Well,
right now wants to sleep with Chris Brown.
I wouldn't let Chris Brown under my umbrella, not for a second. I'll tell you that.
well,
For obvious
think-
reasons.
I think okay, so we're probably going to have the studio downplay the cause of Snow White's failure due to Rachel Zegler's comments, but I think this is a tacit admission that the cast and their social media presence has a lot to do with the success of these films. I mean, this is what they're saying, right? So this argument that the cast saying things on social media or saying things in these outlets that kind of tank films. Well, I think that argument can be done away with if, in fact, they are making casting decisions and selling these films and products on social media clout.
Let's test that. What's Anthony Mackie's social clout, bro?
Anthony Mackie is not on the list, Culture.
Okay.
And that's why the movie's listing.
What
By
about
the way,
what about the 5'0" Hurricane Rada magical chick that throws 290-pound dudes around like they're paper?
she was stunning and brave, Culture. How dare you?
Yes, but
Culture,
did she have social
here's
media?
what's going to happen, though. Here's what's going to get ugly. You're going to have these the ones who chase stardom and live vicariously through their children, and they want their kids to be Hollywood stars as fast as possible. You're going to have those kind of people creating Instagram accounts for their 2-month-olds.
Oh, dude, we've been surfing the Nepo wave for a long time, bro. I mean, like, I'm telling you right now, these kids have been standing on the backs of everybody that came before them since they were born.
A lot of Nepo bimbos out there.
They have very little to offer and a lot to say, which is a bad combination. And burn them out. I mean, look, the manufactured stars, and this is when I wish Lou was here, have been all throughout the history of Hollywood, but they were managed. These people are stupid, and they are not managed. I mean, they have management and they have publicists, but they don't have a filter when it comes to social media. So the revelation of their ineptitude is inevitable because
intellectual deficiencies, Culture. Intellectual deficiencies.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you
That's right.
frame it how you want. They're dumb as rocks, and it's fine. It's fine.
They have an insufficient wisdom quota.
I really appreciate your way with words. It doesn't change the fact that they make a piece of paper look smart. They are not good, dude. We have problems here.
There's a book that Lou recommends, The Star Machine, that talks about the machine of the process of making these stars into what they were, this kind of studio system model. And I mean, that control has definitely fallen by the wayside at I think some of these films' detriment. But it's just interesting how they would cast nowadays.
And now they're sharing their non-copious common sense with the universe. Oh, I should have said cosmos. It would have worked better. All right. Well, there it goes, folks. That's the story. And we're sticking to it. It turns out the clout is what you need to get on that big cloud of Hollywood and wait for the sun to shine upon you with new movies. You need to be like Selena, so get out there and cry a little bit. And it is time to put a bow on it for this one, folks. Is a gift to everybody who wants to know exactly what's going on in the entertainment industry. And we are so joyful that you were there to receive it. We hope that you had a great time. An attitude of gratitude on this channel every single time you decide to spend time with us. As we get ready to say goodbye, we only ask a few simple things. Click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. And folks, as you get ready to head out that door, do you have a place on social media that you love to share this sort of thing? Hey, you can make this YouTube video sing by putting it out there for your friends, your family, and for those weirdos who just won't leave you alone. Folks, until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.